right, this is Forrest Bronson coming at you with a self-defense tip for the week. All right, we're going to be talking about preventing vulnerability utilizing barriers, okay? So we have four primary types of barriers, okay? Starting off with visual. Visual is how people look at you from the outside looking in. So this is, for example, having a positive, confident posture, walking with your chin up, head kind of just lightly looking around, being aware of your surroundings. By presenting a strong, confident demeanor, you're going to make yourself look like a hard target, which criminals don't have a alternate plan, they have an alternate victim, meaning if they see someone who looks like they are able to defend themselves, they look like they're able to perceive their surroundings and address immediate dangers, the criminal isn't going to try to find a different way to attack you. They're going to just find someone who isn't aware of their surroundings, who isn't strong and confident, okay? So next up we have verbal barriers, okay? So verbal barriers are using your voice, right? Just simply addressing someone. If you see someone, for some reason you're in a dark alleyway and someone just looks kind of weird and they're kind of looking at you in a weird way and you just have that spidey sense of like, man, something's up, just by simply verbally addressing them, hey, how you doing? Hey, what's up, man? Or how you doing today? Whatever. By simply acknowledging them, it no longer allows that criminal to take you by surprise, which the FBI statistic is approximately 70% of crimes are prevented simply by being aware of your surroundings. Another verbal barrier is the more offensive aggressive of saying, stop, get back, you are threatening me, right? And using a powerful, speaking through your diaphragm, trying to let that person know and let other people around you know that, hey, that person is threatening me and I told them to get away from me and they still kept coming at me, right? Which comes into the legal battle after a conflict, because other people, these days they like to record fights with their phone, and then those videos usually get played in the courtroom, and then they see you saying, please get away from me, in a loud, clear voice, saying that they feel threatened that someone is approaching them, and it helps out your court case. Next up, we have physical barriers. That's the most simplest one to think of. That's like doors, a garage door, or for example, something more impromptu, like for example, if you're in, let's say that mysterious back alleyway and there is a large trash can, right? Or for example, your car door, right? If you can close your car door and lock it, that's a physical barrier, okay? If you're in a situation with multiple attackers, one of the techniques we teach is using brace shapes, diving into an opponent, and then using side control to then manipulate and move that opponent, right? That opponent now turns into a impromptu barrier, okay? And anything like a coffee table, a couch, a car, because theoretically you can just run around a car and that car now becomes a barrier, a physical barrier, okay? And last up, we have situational barriers. So situational barriers are simply avoiding dangerous situations to begin with, right? Taking yourself out of a negative situation. If you know that there's some sketchy dive bar in the downtown area, that there's been like 2 stabbings and a shooting there in the past 2 months, then you just want to avoid that situation altogether, which prevents vulnerability by not exposing yourself to that negative situation. Another one, for example, which is kind of a combination of situational and visual, is keeping your house locked up, having a sign that says, this house is protected by XYZ security, having your garage door down, having your front porch light on to show that there's someone home, right? So that's another example of kind of a hybrid between situational and visual barriers, right? Because now a criminal who wants to break into a home, oftentimes without someone in the home, they want to go in, kick the door down, grab some valuables, and get out without causing any harm or fuss, well, to an actual person. If they see that someone is there, or there might be a chance that someone's there, they're going to avoid that house and they're going to try to go to another house where nobody's there at all. Once again, this is Forrest Bronson coming at you with a self-defense tip of the week, and have a safe day.